Hello, I'm going to do a equipment review. This is actually the first one I've done. I normally wouldn't do it or want to do it, but I wanted to buy this guitar and I couldn't find any videos on this exact guitar. It's pretty new, I think. It's a limited edition. Better hurry and get yours. I think everything's limited edition anymore. But it's a Squire. I was thrown off by the way they said it's a debut, but it also said Sonic Blue, whatever. And I was under the impression Sonic was one version of Squire and the debut is a separate one. I'm not sure. But anyways, it's debut and it called it Sonic Blue. But it also in the description said it's Daphne Blue. The sun's going to probably shine off this. So I'm going to try to turn it around so you can kind of see what it looks like. I think it's a great blue. I wanted a blue telly. All the rest I have are kind of more traditional. And I don't know. I just liked it. I don't know why. I guess most people wouldn't think I'd like this blue, but I like this blue. It's just kind of different. And it was really cheap. It was like $146 US dollars, 99 cents. I had to pay another $50 for shipping because I live in Hawaii. But other than that, I really thought I was probably just going to get the body and have to change everything on it after reading a lot of horrible reviews on Squire stuff, but especially the cheaper Squire stuff, not like the good classics and stuff. But yeah, I got it yesterday. Opened up the box, started playing it, and it sounded great, played great, felt great. I couldn't believe it. I was kind of a little bit at a loss because I had planned on tearing it all apart right off the bat. It's you know, they cut corners on everything on price wise, but it looks good, feels good. So I mean, I'll go over some of the specs real quick that I know. I'm sure it's just cheap electronics, but they sound fine, they work fine. Someday I'll change them. The biggest thing probably people won't like is the ceramic pickups, but I don't know. They sound pretty good. I've had some really. I'm trying to find my pick. Oh, here it is. So like, you know, like. Let me see. Like. I mean, it plays great. Sounds great. I think the pickups sound okay. I mean, they sound a little different than my other ones. My other tellies, so for now that's fine. You know, easy enough to replace if you want to. Another kind of interesting thing is it's a hardtail piece. The strings do not go through the body like most tellies, but neither did Jimmy Page's. So I mean, his I think went through the body, but he didn't choose to do it that way, if I remember correctly. 6 different saddles, so you can intonate it. I played it for hours before I even got around to intonating it. And really only the E, A, and D string needed it. The bottom 3 were dead on right off the bat. The tuning keys, I read a lot of their cheap guitars have bad tuning keys, and they're sealed tuners. But yeah, they felt a little loose, like a little bit of slop in there. But they're holding, so they're not too bad. I mean, I felt much worse on other guitars, so for now I'll keep those, and I'll probably replace them for sure with the pickups eventually, because I know that's what I'll feel like doing. It has a satin finish, satin polyurethane, I think it said. So I don't know if you can really see it very well. It just doesn't have that mirror, you know, that shiny window thing or whatever. But I like that, honestly. Maybe they save money doing it, but I think it's pretty cool. Feels great. And you know, like, let me see, let me grab one of my old Mexican tellies. This one, as you can see, has a polyurethane that's kind of shiny, I think you could probably tell. I'm not quite sure, but you know, they just had like a gloss look to it, which is nice too. And another thing is it's a poplar body, and so the whole thing weighs 7.2 pounds, which, if my math's correct, 7 pounds, a little more than 3 ounces, and so super light. Let me see, I had a 3-ply pick guard, you know, if you care about that. And yeah, the last thing I wanted to mention, which you know, I watch a lot of videos on Telecasters, and they always talk about maple cap necks, because I guess there's a few years there where when they have to put the truss rod in, if it's they have to drill it through the back and to put it in, unless it's rosewood or something, then they can put it in through the top. So to have a maple neck with a cap glued on it, some people seem to think that that's a better sound or resonates better or somehow special. I don't really know for sure, but of course, because I've heard that, I've always wanted one, and none of my tellies are that way except for this one, the cheapest one of all, unless I don't know what I'm talking about. But I mean, there's no skunk stripe and it's maple, so they had to put the truss rod in somehow, so they must have glued on a maple cap to do that, and which would make it a maple cap. So I was gonna change the neck, but now I'm probably keep it. It feels good. And it's not, it's like an unfinished feel, so it plays and, you know, nothing holds up, no like glossy, sticky feeling. Plays nice, the frets are pretty nice, I don't know what they are, just tall, thin maybe, I don't know. They feel okay though. Plastic nut, yeah, I'll put a bone nut someday, but I don't really care that much. Made in China, if I didn't say that. And one thing about it, let me see. The only negative so far, it's only been 2 days, but I don't know. Maybe my hands weren't super clean, but I already feel like I'm getting like a stain of oil or something on the second fret from my fingers. And I don't know if that'll clean off, but I feel like that's probably a bonus, because this is a little on the white side for me. I don't normally like necks this white. Like if you see, I have a lot of roasted ones, but if you see like this one, that's like the color neck I would rather have. And maybe this will get that way eventually, but I don't care that much, honestly. Maybe probably a little steel wool if I needed to clean it up, but I'm gonna just maybe even age it myself, like do something coffee grounds or something. I don't know. I don't really care that much. I think it's a pretty guitar, plays nice. I'm probably not the greatest review, but I just felt like I didn't see any other ones, so I wanted to put something up there in case someone else has been checking them out. And when someone does a much better review, I'll probably just pull this one down. But I'm not getting any money or anything from it. I'm just doing it because I'm hoping 5 people like it and 1 person writes a shitty comment like YouTube likes to do. Anyways, that's me being funny. Enjoy.